folks, it is Virginia at Satsuma Diaries. I hope you all are doing great. I just wanted to sign on briefly with my cup of tea and share a little psychic hack with you. After many, many years of exploring psychic meditation, I am still 100% convinced that one of the most psychic states of mind for us is the dream state. And maybe you guys know that your sleep time and your dreaming time is a super spiritual space, but I just want to give you a quick hack to get even more lucid and ceremonial with your dream time. I just learned this through trial and error and over the years because actually before I was getting really psychic downloads in meditation, I was getting like visitations from my guides in the sleep wake transition. And you lucid dreamers out there, you will know about the sleep wake transition and how important it is. But it's essentially, and from my perspective, it's when the conscious mind, the aware like mind that you use when you're awake in the material world overlaps with the subconscious mind, which is the super conscious. It's the part of you that is beneath the line of awareness, usually day to day. But you can make contact with it in dream time. You can make contact with it in trance state during meditation. It's a realm of it's sort of a gateway to the spirit realm, but it speaks to us in the language of symbols, which is why sometimes in dream time you'll see a lot of symbolic imagery and stuff that's sort of cryptic. It's because spirit is communicating to you using a language of symbols because there's a couple of different reasons, but I think it's because it transcends time. Symbols transcend culture, language, time, and the soul speaks in symbol. And so that's why we encounter this type of language in both meditation and dream time. So here's how to do this. You can induce a psychic dream by being well rested, having at least a few hours of sleep under your belt. Like say you go to bed at 9 or 10 and you wake up around 3 a.m. I usually naturally wake up at 3:30 for whatever reason. And I'll get up and I'll read a little bit, like 30 minutes to an hour, and then I'll start to feel myself get sleepy again. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can sleep. And it really works best if you don't try to go back to the bedroom to sleep, but you try to sleep on the couch because you won't be able to fall too deep into sleep, which is helpful for this exercise. Once you fall into sleep, but you're just only lightly touching the dream state because you've been awake for an hour and because you've slept for 4 hours, so you've kind of shaved off that like first layer of physical exhaustion. You can get lucid in this sleep wake transition. And that is when spirit can, I mean, it is like they are in the room with you. It is very lucid. And I use the term lucidity to describe the experience of when the subconscious and the conscious minds overlap and they're one mind. So you're always encountering the subconscious in dream time, but you don't remember it and you can't bring it into the physical world because you don't have enough of that conscious mind at work to bring it over and transition with you into wake time. So that's why that sleep wake transition and that experience of lucidity is so important to achieve. That's the experience that you will have in meditation when you get into a trance state and you start channeling information and healing for your life. This is the same mind. This is the same trance hypnagogic state that you're trying to achieve as a psychic or as an intuitive. So I wanted to encourage you to give that a try one night, maybe on the weekend when you don't have to get up early in the morning. But it is how I learned how to channel. It is how I learned what psychic downloads felt like. It was the first time I heard from my guides, and you can also try to do this after work. That was actually where I hit my breakthrough. As I tried inducing a psychic nap after work enough times in a row where I was like, oh my gosh, this works and I can do this. I can actually will a contact experience. I can set an intention, try to fall asleep with a question or an intention to meet my guide, and that works. After work, like around 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, can really be a good time to do this because, for me at least, and maybe give it a shot in your life too, because you're not so tired like at 10 o'clock that you'll fall deep into sleep, but you're tired enough after a work day that you can fall a little bit asleep into a nap. But I always recommend, just remember, do this on a couch. Don't do it in the bedroom because you'll fall too deep into sleep. So that's key. If you want, you can use your dream time in general as a psychic and spiritual place to communicate with your guides. Make sure that try out using psychic teas like mugwort and blue lotus, and then using intentions to connect with your guides with questions. Write them, speak them before you sleep, and know that your dream time is a very spiritual state. Treat it ceremoniously as a secondary psychic space, especially if you're not getting super lucid in your meditation journeys and you don't have a really strong line of communication in meditation just yet. That chances are spirit is communicating with you in dream time because you're much more receptive when your conscious mind is kind of offline, and your analytical mind is not just like picking everything apart and doubting everything that's coming in. So you're getting a lot of communication during dream time, and you'll notice, like I said, that this language is a symbolic language, and spirit is giving you answers to your questions. They're pointing you in the direction of your healing, your growth, and your evolution. So I hope that helps. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. It helps my channel, and I'll see you in the next